What is going on, you guys? It is Hawaiian Blur here. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be breaking down that sneak peek of the Superman footage that was released at CinemaCon earlier this week. Lots of chatter going on about people not enjoying like the silliness behind it. Granted, we are used to this grittier DC type superhero movie. And we've noticed a change in a shift in people's mindsets in regards to like what they're wanting in regards to superhero movies. And that's why, Warner Brothers made this huge change in the first place, like hiring James Gunn to take the lead as the head of the DC studios, along with um, Peter Safran, who then I feel like they've been doing a great job so far. That being said, the trailer has garnered some hate. And some of that hate is some people are saying it's warranted, some other people are saying you don't know comics. And as somebody who loves Superman, loves the character, knows a lot about the character, I feel like I am a good judge of like what could be considered, I guess, like, do I think the hate is warranted? Now, let's go through the footage and then I will kind of share my thoughts, kind of break down what is happening in it, and then I'll give you guys my piece on why I think this is back to basics for Superman and why I think it's a great idea. So let's go through the footage. We'll go through the footage and then kind of piece by piece, I'm going to break down what's happening. So we've all seen this, him crash landing. First of all, for him to be knocked down like this into the snow, battered and bruised and broken, that says a whole lot to begin with, right there. Like, seeing him like this, right here, this should tell you first and foremost, he's fighting somebody very powerful. Something that he's probably never had to face before. This is a Superman who is fresh. He's only been Superman for a year or two, if that. He doesn't know his limits. He doesn't know what can hurt him yet, but he knows that he is impervious. And what a lot of people don't know is that Superman is only as strong as long as he's been on Earth. And so younger Superman, like Superboy, like teenage Superman, he could still get hurt by little things. Like he could get hit by a car and he could be bruised. And it all has to do with how long his exposure is to the yellow sun. So for him to be battered and bruised like this, and for him to be the age that he, like, I think he's like 30, like in his 30s, like young 30s, or even like early, like late 20s. That means that he should be strong enough and invulnerable to take bullets. So for something to hit him this hard, has to be strong, has to be very strong. We'll skip ahead a little bit. So he's gonna whistle for Crypto. Here comes Crypto. Just kind of let this play out. Some of y'all be crazy about this part too. Like, okay, okay. Crypto is a dog. A dog. Not just any dog. He's an alien dog. This is normal dog behavior. Y'all be on one for thinking that this is not normal for a dog, especially that kind of a dog. Those dogs are hyperactive knuckleheads who just want to play. He doesn't know any better. He doesn't know any difference. He sees Superman laying there. he's gonna jump on him. Now, we also don't know how long the relationship has been. In some comics, Superman doesn't find Krypto until he's already Superman. In other comics, Krypto grows up with Superman. Like there's so many different comics that we don't know their relationship other than Superman and him are bonding as parents. As parents, he's the parent of Krypto. I'm just saying, like, they're still bonding. They're still getting to know each other, I think, from what it looks like. I could be wrong, but just from knowing where James Gunn is pulling everything to build this story, I think that Krypto and Superman haven't been together for very long. And so Krypto is still learning to be trained and when to play and when not to play.
Stop! 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 No! Krypto!
See, he just wants to play with him.
Krypto.
He just wants to play with him.
Take me home. Home. Krypto. Home.
We're gonna skip ahead because no one had any gripes with this part. So Krypto drags him to the fortress. Fortress looks solid, by the way. Okay, by the way, I found out this is Alan Tudyk voicing robot number 4.
Thank you.
No need to thank us, sir.
Okay. The robots. These are from Superman comics. Superman has these droids. They were designed by his father, by his parent, to watch over Superman because he has nobody. He would have nobody from Krypton. So that is why they are here. They were designed by his father to help give advice. Like, yeah. There's a reason why there are robots. And you guys need to pick up a comic book.
Sir, as we will not appreciate it. We have no consciousness whatsoever. Merely automatons here to serve. Meet 12. She's new.
He looked at me.
14 fractured bones.
Damage to bladder, kidney, large intestine, lungs.
Okay. 14 fractured bones, damage to kidney, bladder, lungs. There was something else in there. His body is battered and bruised and hurt.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you up and at 'em in no time.
This part's so cool. Like, it is so cool.
Level 4?
292 times Saharan Prime, please, one.
Okay. Superman has internal injuries. Internal. They're about to blast him with solar radiation. What did it say? Did it say 12? 292 times Saharan Prime. The Saharan Desert is one of the hottest places in the world. He's about to be blasted 290 times hotter than the Saharan Desert.
Please, one.
Okay. I don't know about you. Like, he's invulnerable on the outside. On the inside, not so much. Like, I'm pretty sure his muscles and his organs are also invulnerable at certain, like, when it's a certain point. But he was hit hard enough for those things to get injured. They have to heal. he heals from the yellow sun. So they are giving him a magnified dosage of yellow sun to rapidly heal him. You're gonna feel that. It's gonna hurt. Superman's gonna hurt. It's not like he's doesn't have nerve endings. It's not like he's invulnerable to pain. He can feel things. He can bleed as long as the person is strong enough to hurt him. Exhibit A. Now, let me show you another clip of a very recent Superman-esque sun thing. Hold on. Is this it?
The Amateur.
This might be it.
I want to find and kill the people who murdered my
Sorry,
wife.
there's commercials. Go follow this YouTube channel. Arrowverse Scenes YouTube. Where I'm getting the clip from. I don't think that's what I was looking for. Hold on.
For the last time! Dad, what are we gonna do?
This isn't it either. Dang it.
Look.
Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna find it. Hold on. Superman versus Lex Luthor. Right here. Okay. He's absorbing the yellow sun. This is a prime Superman.
Please don't.
Jordan,
Spoilers, by the way.
I let you live. And you think you can what? Get in my way? You are weak.
Anyways, you guys get my point. Well, I guess I'll end it with this as well. Superman, the movie, the biggest inspiration that James Gunn is taking for this movie is a comic book series, like a graphic novel called All-Star Superman. In All-Star Superman, Superman is flown into the sun, or he flies too close to the sun and absorbs its radiation. And because of this, he develops cancer. And it's the stories about him coming to terms with his mortality and helping others come to terms with his untimely death. And it's an amazing story if you have the time to read it. But once you do read it, you will understand Superman's powers and his limits. He does have limits. Those are very scaled depending on the enemy he's fighting. But he does have limits. He can die. He is not invincible. He is very close. But the point of his character is that he is strong enough to take anything on as long as the person writing the story makes it happen. But if you make him too strong, then he's not an interesting character. And that's why we do this. Let me know how you guys are feeling after this discussion. Would love to know if you're on the opposite end where, you know, you were in agreement with me that like James Gunn's cooking and this movie's gonna be great. Would love to also know if you think Snyderverse is peak Superman and that's all the good that we're gonna get. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to my rant. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.